In my previous videos, in capacitor part 1 and capacitor part 2, I had discussed about dielectric and polarization. Number 2, the concept of capacitance, the concept of capacitor, series and parallel combination. Now in this video, I am going to discuss about energy stored in a capacitor. So here a capacitor is shown having a plate A and B. So the charging of a capacitor is a process which is equivalent to that of transferring charge from one plate to other of capacitor. So here the charge is transferred from the plate B to plate A. Here the charge is transferred from plate B to plate A in steps. So at any instant, the charges on the plates are plus Q and minus Q. So due to these charges on plates A and B, there is a potential difference of B. So at this time, when the charge on the plates are plus Q and minus Q, the potential difference is equal to small b. So, and C is the capacitance. Capacitance equal to C. So the relation C equal to Q upon B or B equal to Q upon C. So this is the potential difference between the plates when the charges on the plates are plus Q and minus Q, and the charges plus Q charge is transferred from plate B to plate A. So plate A becomes negatively charged and plate B is positively charged. Initially these plates were uncharged, means no charge on the plates, and finally the charge is built up in steps. तो चार्ज स्टेप में बिल्डअप होता है. सपोज फर्दर डी क्यू चार्ज इज एडेड टू द प्लेट ए. फॉर एडिंग फर्दर डी क्यू चार्ज on A from B. So a small work is done. dW is equal to BdQ. dW is equal to BdQ and B is Q upon C dQ. So this is the small work done in transferring a dQ charge from plate B to plate A. So the total work done in building up a charge from 0 to Q. जो चार्ज है वो 0 से Q तक बिल्डअप करना है. सो द टोटल वर्क डन W will be the integration of this dW from 0 to capital Q, and dW is Q upon C dQ. So C is constant, so it comes out. The integration sign, we have 0 to Q into Q dQ. So 1 upon C, it is Q square upon 2, and charge is 0 to Q. Putting these values, we get W is equal to 1 upon C Q square by 2 minus 0 square by 2. So it becomes half Q square by C. So this work is stored in the form of electrostatic potential energy. This work is stored in the form of electrostatic potential energy. So first relation is half Q square upon C. When we put Q equal to CV, B is the final potential, B is the intermediate potential, and capital B is the final potential. So when this is put, this equation becomes U is equal to half C square B square upon C. C is cancelled out, so it becomes half CV square. So the second formula is half CB square. When we put C equal to Q upon B, when C equal to Q upon B is put in this equation, we get U is equal to half Q square upon C is Q upon B. So it is Q is cancelled out, so it is half QB. So third equation is C is equal to half QB. So these are the three equations for electrostatic potential energy of the parallel plate capacitor. Half Q square by C, half CV square, and half QB. These are three equations. 1, 2, 3. So this energy is stored in the gap in electric fields between the plate. This जो ये potential energy है, this can be viewed as the energy stored in the electric field between the plates of the capacitor. Now alternative form, and that is called energy density. So alternative form for energy density, suppose we consider a capacitor having plus Q and minus Q charge. Area of the plate is A and the separation between them is D, and the whole space between the plates is filled with a dielectric of dielectric constant K. So the electric field between the plate is equal to sigma upon K epsilon naught. This is the electric field between the gap of the parallel plate capacitor, and the capacitance is equal to K epsilon naught A by D. This is the formula for capacitance. When these capacitors having charge plus Q and minus Q, the potential difference, suppose these are the two capacitors, capacitor 1 and capacitor 2. So the potential difference between these two plates 1 and 2 is equal to V. So there is a relation between electric field and potential difference. So B equal to ED. These are the three important relations to write the electrostatic energy of the parallel plate capacitor in another form, that is called energy density. Now I am writing U is equal to half CB square. Using this formula, we will get half, while putting the value of C, K epsilon naught A upon D, and B equal to ED. So it is ED whole square. So half K epsilon naught A upon D E square D square. So 1 D is cancelled out. So putting this value of E, half K epsilon naught A, E is sigma upon K epsilon naught. So it should remain in the form of E, no need to convert it. So it is in the form of E. So half K epsilon naught E square D. So this is U. Now the energy density is equal to U upon volume. So U is half K epsilon naught E square AD and the volume between the plates of the capacitor, so it is AD. So AD is cancelled out, we get U is equal to half K epsilon naught E square. So this is energy density UD. So UD is equal to half K epsilon naught E square. If there is air, K, the value of K will be 1. If there is air in the gap, so K equal to 1. In this case, UD is equal to half epsilon naught E square. So this is the relation of energy density. So we have four formulae related to electrostatic potential energy of the parallel plate capacitor. The one is half Q square by C, second one is half CB square, third is half QB, and fourth one is the alternative form. This is the alternative form. Alternative form is UD is equal to half K epsilon naught E square. Now come to the next concept, redistribution of charge. Redistribution of charge or sharing of charges and energy loss when capacitors are connected in parallel. So here are the two capacitors, capacitance C1 and C2, having charge Q1 and at a potential B1. The second one is a capacitor having charge Q2 whose capacitance is C2 and is at potential B2. So initially when they are not connected, the charge Q1 will be equal to C1 B1 and Q2 is equal to C2 B2. So this is a charge. So when these are connected, because they are at different potential, the charge will flow from a plate which is at higher potential to lower potential until the potential becomes same. So when they connected, when capacitors are connected, the potential becomes common and the flow of charge stops. So the total charge is C1 B1, C2 B2 and the total capacitance is C1 C2. So the common potential represented by B. So C equal to Q upon B, so B equal to Q upon C. Total charge upon total capacitance. So total charge is Q1 plus Q2 and the total capacitance is C1 plus C2. So B becomes C1 B1 plus C2 B2 upon C1 plus C2. So this is the formula for the common potential. Now when these are connected, definitely the charge flow and this charge, during the flow of charge, some heat is generated, that is there is an energy loss. So when charges are shared between the two capacitors, the sum energy is dissipated as heat and hence definitely there is a loss of energy. So first we have to prove that there is a loss of energy and we have to find the relation also. So the energy loss is equal to initial energy minus final energy, because I am to find energy loss. So initial energy, that is Ui. So Ui is equal to half, the potential is B1, capacitance C1, so half C1 B1 square plus half C2 B2 square. This is the initial energy Ui, that is half C1 B1 square plus half C2 B2 square. Now we have to find the final energy UF. So UF is equal to half C1. Now finally every capacitor will be at the same potential. So half C1 B square, not B1 square but B square, and the second is half C2 B square. So B square is common. So we have half C1 plus C2 B square. This is the relation for UF. Now we have to find the energy loss, that is delta U. So delta U is equal to Ui. Ui is half C1 B1 square plus half C2 B2 square minus UF is this. So putting the value of UF minus half C1 plus C2 and B square. So value of B should be put here. The value of B putting the value of B, so whether here we have get C1 B1 plus C2 B2 upon C1 plus C2 whole square. So 1 C1 plus C2 is cancelled out. So we have only half C1 B1 square plus half C2 B2 square minus half. So C1 plus C2 is cancelled out. We have only C1 B1 plus C2 B2 whole square upon C1 plus C2. 1 C1 plus C2 is cancelled out. Now taking LCM. So LCM comes out 2 C1 plus C2. So multiplying this by C1 plus C2, it is C1 B1 square. Again it is C1 plus C2, C2 B2 square minus, opening this bracket, C1 square B1 square plus C2 square B2 square plus 2 C1 C2 B1 B2. Now solving this, multiplying this, we get C1 square B1 square plus C1 C2 B1 square. Similarly here C1 C2 B2 square plus C2 square B2 square minus C1 square B1 square plus C2 square B2 square plus 2 C1 C2 B1 B2, and here in the denominator C1 plus C2. So this C1 square B1 square is cancelled out by this. Similarly C2 square B2 square is cancelled out. We have only C1 C2 B1 square plus C1 C2 B2 square plus 2 C1 C2 B1 B2. So taking C1 C2 common, inside the bracket we get B1 square plus B2 square, here is minus, so when this bracket open, the sign will be changed. So we get minus 2 B1 B2, and here it is 2 C1 plus C2. So we get the final formula delta U is equal to half C1 C2 upon C1 plus C2 B1 minus B2 whole square. So C1 C2 is positive quantity and the bracketed quantity is squared, so it is also positive. So delta U is greater than 0. So first this is the formula for the energy loss, and because the right hand side is a positive quantity, so delta U is greater than 0, that is Ui minus Uf is greater than 0. So Ui is greater than Uf, means initially the energy was more, finally the energy is less. So where this energy goes, This energy is appeared in the as the form of heat in the connecting wires. जो connecting wires हैं उनमें heat के form में ये loss हो जाती हैं. Second, the important remark, when charge capacitors are connected such that the plates of opposite polarity are connected together. Suppose the capacitors are connected like this. In this case, the charge combination was, the combination will be, suppose this is Q1 and this is Q2. So we have B is equal to Q1 minus Q2 upon C1 plus C2. This is the common potential.